Welcome everybody to Clarington Kia. Today we're going to take you on a tour of this 2021 Toyota RAV4 LE. This is the all-wheel drive LE, just under 54,000 kilometers on this fantastic find from your friends here at Clarington Kia. So we're going to take you on a tour of the exterior and interior condition, as well as some of the great features on this car, so you know exactly what you're looking at if you are considering this for your next vehicle. Underneath the hood of a Toyota RAV4 is a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine. You're going to get some really good horsepower for get up and go, so you can pass people on the highway. But of course, Toyota is known for fantastic fuel efficiency and reliability, so that engine is going to be super reliable and super fuel efficient. Now, as we do our tour, I will get in nice and close to show you any dings, dents, scratches, or otherwise, as we call them, character lines, so you don't have to pause or zoom in. I'll show you everything. Coming around the side, we have these 17-inch steel wheels with a nice looking hubcap on top. I mean, realistically, they do look like alloy wheels, but best of both worlds, they're not super expensive if you should need to replace one in the future for whatever reason. Taking a step back, you can see the nice side profile of the RAV4. They've changed this over the years, of course. Who remembers the one that had the barn door at the rear with the spare tire on the back? They got rid of that, went to something a little bit more traditional. There's a story behind that. If you want to know, just drop a line in the comments, I'll tell you why. Looking at the side here, there's just a minor scratch here, but it's actually not a scratch, it's just a scuff. I can't catch my nail in it. I think if we were to buff this, a lot of this is going to lighten up quite a bit, but just as a note of detail, there's just that little scuff there. Now, as we come around to the back, you're going to see the newer style rear tailgate, where it is not a barn door, and then you can take a look. We got really nice taillights at the back, the LE all-wheel drive badge. We have a rear bumper that looks fantastic. Doesn't look like a German Shepherd was chewing into it from people dragging things in and out of the car. Opening up the tailgate, you're gonna see absolutely tons of space. Look at how big this trunk is on the RAV. So if you're headed to IKEA or Costco and you're getting 68 mangoes and 6 liters of pickles, lots of room back here. And if you wanted to buy an IKEA bookshelf, you can fold down those rear seats and slide it in there as well. Let's take a peek. What's underneath? This is always a bit of a surprise. We've got the mats and a spare tire. All right. So yeah, nice looking size trunk. Lots of room there for everyday use. Have the wiper on the back as well. And then we have that integrated rear spoiler at the top with the LED light bar there for your brakes too. Coming around to the passenger side. Now, I don't know if you can see this in the video, but this car, the paint looks like glass. It is extremely clean. This is looking absolutely fantastic. Especially in a black car, you would notice imperfections perhaps a little bit more than, say, a white vehicle. But I mean, this car looks just great. Coming around to the front, now you can see the fantastic styling on the RAV4. We have that black grille, the nice Toyota badge, but everything is nice and color matching on the front. We've got these really nice looking headlights here as well that kind of wrap around to the side. And then the only other really noticeable stuff is there's a couple stone chips on the hood. Nothing crazy. Oh, that's not even a stone chip. Nothing crazy, but you know, kind of what you would expect. Just a few little stone chips here and there. We touch those up, they more or less disappear, and then this car is darn near flawless. I said darn near because it's still a used car, but I mean, it's pretty darn close. Taking a look in the back, another reason why the RAV4 is so popular is this legroom. Lots of legroom back here for adult passengers. The seats are in fantastic shape. This is a non-smoker vehicle, smells fantastic. There's no rips, tears, stains, or burns. We even have a center armrest there that folds down. If you're only taking 2 people in the back, they can get nice and comfy with an armrest. Looking in the front seats, again, seats are in incredible condition. Nice little pattern in the fabric as well. It is a height adjustable driver's front seat, and everything looks really tidy there. Now hopping in, let's take a look at what we got going on here. So right down here by our driver's knee, we have the automatic high beam switch. So you can turn on your high beams at night and leave them on. They will turn off as you are driving. If there's a car approaching, it shuts them off for you. There's also a heated windshield washer fluid button down there too, which is fantastic in the wintertime. Gets that fluid nice and warm, so when you spray it, it gets rid of all the slush and ice very quickly. So I love that. On the steering wheel, we've got our Bluetooth and radio controls, our cruise controls on the other side. It is adaptive cruise because this car is featured with the advanced safety feature, forward collision warning and forward emergency braking. So it does have that. It has rear cross traffic alert. It has lane keeping assist. It has the blind spot warning in the side view mirrors. So all of the advanced safety features you would expect out of a Toyota are equipped on this RAV4. Having a look really quickly here in the center dash, 53,526 kilometers on this. Now you get a nice view here of the LCD screen that's in the middle there for the driver to go through some of the various settings and outputs and readings, to that way you can kind of keep up to date with what you want to see on the screen. Speaking of screens, we have the touch screen here. So I've got it on the home menu system right now. We've got, if I go to audio, we do have AM, FM, Bluetooth. We also have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as well. So when you plug in your phone, it will change the screen. You now have access to your mobile apps. Now, if I hit the home button, you get this nice split screen display. It shows your real-time fuel economy, your radio, and then your phone if you have your phone connected as well. Not the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, but just like regular Bluetooth, it'll show it there. When we put it in reverse, nice clear rear view screen. There's two different views. There is a widescreen view like that, or just a narrow view as well. And then you have the parking lines on there too. You can turn those off if you find them distracting, but I quite like them. You'll notice here there's a map button, and that's because with this Toyota, you can go and get the navigation app installed on this vehicle. If I'm not mistaken, it's just an SD card. But nonetheless, if it's not, it's a very easy accessory that they've now allow you to add through Toyota rather than having to buy it with it equipped. You can add that later on if you'd like. But of course, if you're using Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, you could just use the navigation on your, let's say, you know, Apple Maps or Google Maps or whatever it is. You can use that way. That's probably the most practical way to do it because then it's free. Now, scrolling down, we've got our heating and air conditioning controls here. I love the styling of this knob. Nice rubber grip on it. The polished aluminum look there. Looks really, really tidy. Same thing over here. It's a nice treatment. Even the contrast stitching. Look at the dash here. Right, nice soft touch material, contrast stitching, that brushed aluminum up top, little slot here for your pens, and then we have the the heated seat switch here. Those are both there, and then our idle engine shut off if you want to use that. We've got a nice little rubber container here for your junk storage, a USB port, and then now something new that I haven't seen on the Toyotas for a little while. So we've got two different things here. We have the drive mode. So we have Eco, Normal, and Sport, and that's going to change how the RAV4 reacts with the throttle and how it shifts its transmission. So that way you can get the most fuel economy if you like, or you can unlock the 2.5 four-cylinder engine and get all the horsepower if you liked in Sport mode. Obviously, middle is normal. And then for our terrain select control, we have snow, mud, sand, rock, and dirt. So that is going to determine how that all-wheel drive system reacts. If you put it in snow mode because there's a lot of snow on the ground, that all-wheel drive system will stay in all-wheel drive just as long as it can, and it kind of reacts a little bit quicker. And then obviously for mud and sand, rock, and dirt, it differs that. A fun fact, for mud and sand, it will actually allow the wheels to spin freely, because if you're in sticky mud, you actually want those wheels to keep going, so that way it kind of drags you slowly out versus them stopping because it thinks you're having a traction issue on pavement. Fun little information there. So that's how these buttons will work for you, because this is all-wheel drive on this RAV4. And then just taking a little pan back here, you get a nice view at that shifter. It's actually quite a nice shifter on the RAV. A little bit different design there. And then we have the nice polished aluminum treatment around here. I'm just going to give you a little look at kind of this front layout here in its entirety. Really nice looking RAV. They've done some great changes. It used to be very plain, very basic, but now they've really kind of upped their level, and they're meeting the competition, that's for sure. So folks, this 2021 RAV4 black that looks like glass with under 54,000 kilometers is available right here at Clarington Kia. If you'd like to purchase this car, you can purchase it at claringtonkia.ca, or of course, drive down here, take this bad boy out for a drive. You're absolutely gonna love how this handles, the condition of the vehicle, and you'll love our sales team. And then you can wrap up your purchase here at Clarington Kia. But either way, we would love to see you, because at Clarington Kia, it's your experience, your way. every day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.